Hey there, Lidra Zach, digital strategist and WordPress designer, and it is day 9 of the 30-day video challenge. So today we are going to talk about annual maintenance on your WordPress website. And we're going to start with the copyright date. So at the bottom, you have your copyright date, and please make sure that it says 2019 or present, because it should always be the most current year. And here's why. Because if somebody gets to the bottom of your site in your footer, it's usually because they're either doing some recon as a competitor, or they haven't found what they needed on your website, and so they've scrolled to the very bottom of the page. And if they hit that copyright area and it doesn't say something current, they're going to think that your website is outdated or your information is old, and that might not be the case. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that that says 2019, or you can have it say, for example, I started my business in 2008. It could be 2008 to present, and that kind of covers the whole gamut of when I've been in business. So where you can find this, if it's not dynamically done in your theme, is in the customizer area. There's usually a section for footer where you can make that change. And if you still can't find that, then you can reach out to someone like myself who does WordPress maintenance, or a technical virtual assistant, or even a WordPress supporter. So the second thing that you really need to do is you need to make sure that the theme and the updates are the theme and the plugins are updated. Boy, that was a mouthful, huh? And basically, I mean, this doesn't just need to be done once a year. It needs to be done regularly, but this is a good time to make sure that everything is updated, and then also look at your plugins and make sure that that they're compatible with your version of WordPress, or maybe there isn't something out there that's a little sleeker, a little faster, coded a little better to take the place of something else. And of course, this is the time where you look at all your unused plugins and get rid of those as well. So the third thing you want to do is you want to look at your analytics. So if you're not already looking at this on a regular basis, at least commit to doing it once a year. So I have my report sent to me once a week, just to kind of see what's doing where and where I need to give some attention to. But basically, it will tell you like your most popular pages or pages that aren't getting a lot of traffic, and you can go ahead and you can tweak those and rework those, or maybe create new content to really enhance and interlink those. So by looking at your analytics, it's a good way to tell you what's working and what's not working, and it also will tell you what kind of devices your people are searching on, because if you are thinking that they use laptops because that's your preference, that might not necessarily be the case. They might be looking on smartphones because maybe they're looking at your site during a commute, or while they're sitting at their son's baseball game, or even in a meeting where they have to kill some time. So you want to make sure that your site is optimized for whatever device your audience is using. And then finally, you want to make sure that you're hooked up with Google Search Console. So Google Analytics will give you the details of your visitor, your traffic, where they're converting, what pages they're visiting. Google Search Console takes that one step further, and it will tell you, are there any errors? Are there some things that aren't working? This is perfect for finding those 404 errors and those broken links, so that you can make sure that you fix those pages right away and then resubmit them to the search engines to let them know that, hey, this issue has been fixed. So there's 4 quick tips that you should put on your calendar at the beginning of every year and even throughout the year to make sure that your website is always running like a well-oiled machine. So thanks for joining me for day 9, and look in the comments. I'll give you some additional resources and links to some of the things that I've mentioned here and some other things that I find helpful. And I'll see you on day 10.